What's the point of a $3.4 million hypercar with a production cap of just 99 coupes, followed by 130 roadsters and who knows how many exclusive special editions? For most of us, it's not relatable in the slightest. Yet by the time you've read this sentence, the entire run is probably sold out, if it wasn't already. Who's buying these machines? The same 300 or so collectors. Yes, mostly dudes who already own the flamboyant Huayra, and if they're truly elite, a show and display Zonda, or maybe even two. Should the rest of us care? You might be tempted to say no, but here's why you should. The Pagani Utopia is a breathtaking wonder, and that's reason enough. Designed to steal your breath. The whole point of a supercar is to make your heart race and your jaw drop, right? The Utopia does exactly that. When it first debuted in a creamy off-white hue, initial internet reactions were lukewarm. Some even called it frumpy. But seeing it in person changes everything. Picture this. A crisp autumn morning in Malibu, California. The Utopia gleams in black carbon fiber with subtle hints of brown and copper, catching the soft sunlight. It's not just stunning, it's mesmerizing, an alien beauty that blends classic supercar lines with something otherworldly. Standing before it, you can't help but feel a mix of awe and giddy excitement. It's a perfect 10, just skip the off-white paint. The art beneath the beauty. As dazzling as the Utopia looks, its real magic lies beneath the surface. Everything about this car, from its suspension components to its ceramic-coated exhaust pipes to the carbon titanium HP62 tub, is a testament to Pagani's obsession with perfection. Yes, that's patented carbon weave, and yes, the initials HP stand for founder Horacio Pagani himself. Because why wouldn't they? Paganis aren't just cars, they're masterpieces. Stories from the factory include one about a Russian banker who bought 3 Paganis despite not having a driver's license, or any intention of getting one. His plan? To display them as works of art. Whether it's true or not, it captures the essence of Pagani ownership. These cars are as much about beauty and craftsmanship as they are about speed. Oh, and those doors? Absolutely magnificent. Why it matters. So, should you care about the Pagani Utopia? Absolutely. Even if it's destined to sit in the climate-controlled garage of someone who treats it more like a Fabergé egg than a car, the Utopia exists as a reminder of what's possible when artistry and engineering collide. It's not just a car, it's a dream brought to life. And isn't that what the world's most extraordinary vehicles are all about? Breathe out. The magic doesn't stop at the Pagani Utopia's exterior. It's just as captivating inside. Every detail is a sensory delight. The HVAC vents? They're crafted from bent carbon fiber tubes, transforming functional components into sculptures. The HVAC controls resemble precision gauges, and those gauges themselves look like they've been borrowed from a high-end, unobtainium-grade amplifier. Then there's the gear selector, a centerpiece of industrial art that would look just as stunning in a gallery as it does in this Italian masterpiece. It's all part of Pagani's Analog Plus ethos. Sure, there's a small screen tucked between the tachometer and speedometer for essentials like radio and phone controls, but honestly, it's the least important thing here. Having driven Horacio Pagani's personal Zonda F Roadster in multiple iterations of the Huayra, including the adrenaline-inducing Roadster BC and track-focused Huayra R, I can confidently say the Utopia's cabin feels like a step forward. It's more refined, more mature, a departure from the Huayra's boy racer energy. This hit home when we returned the car to Ogara Coach, a dealership that happened to have a Huayra Pachetto Tempesta on display. With the door unlocked, I climbed in to compare. The difference was striking. The Utopia's interior isn't just more upscale. It's calmer, roomier, and more sophisticated. The added space stands out. You're about 3 inches farther from the passenger, which makes a surprising difference in comfort. What drives the beast? Beneath the Utopia's stunning body lies its beating heart, a German masterpiece. Built by Michael Kubler, the man behind every Pagani engine. In Affalterbach, Germany, the Mercedes-AMG 158 is a 6.0-liter V12 with twin turbochargers. In Utopia trim, this powerhouse churns out 852 horsepower and 811 lb-ft of torque. That's big power for a car that likely tips the scales just under 3,000 pounds. Here's where things get interesting. The Utopia comes with two transmission options. You can opt for an X-Track 7-speed automated single-clutch gearbox or a 6-speed manual. Unfortunately, this particular Utopia features the automatic, an unfortunate choice for two reasons. First, the transmission, carried over from the Huayra, is the only weak link in an otherwise flawless machine. Second, Pagani expects the manual to be the preferred choice for nearly 80% of buyers. This means this car isn't representative of what most Utopia owners will experience. When a manual-equipped press car rolls into the fleet, you can bet we'll be first in line to revisit this masterpiece and see what it's truly capable of. The Pagani Utopia is not just a car. It's an experience, a marvel, and a testament to the art of engineering. Whether you're admiring its intricate details or reveling in the roar of its V12, this machine is pure magic. How it feels? Yes, I said above that the Huayra is a little boy racer-ish. Much of that has to do with how improved the Utopia's ride quality is. It goes back to the maturity theme, which makes sense as the same group of gazillionaires who snatched up all the Zondas and Huayras are now a decade or so older. You want more compliant suspension, and your back wants a softer ride. In seeming contrast to that, the Utopia's front end consists of the same double control arm design found in the track special Huayra, are only quite softened for street use. However, the grip, or maybe better put, the bite of the front end, is much improved compared to what the Huayra offered. Fat, sticky, staggered rubber is of course part of the story. Pagani spec Pirelli Trofeo RS tires, 265/35 21 inches in front, 325/30 for the rear, are excellent, but the confidence with which you can attack a corner has risen. The front still feels more like a race car and less like a rich guy plaything. What a drive! Yes, the 2024 Pagani Utopia is incredibly thrilling to drive hard. I attacked Mulholland Drive as if I no longer cared about my driver's license. The big V12, while down on thrust and oral drama compared to some of the world's other hypercars, delivers violent bursts of rear tire scrambling acceleration. I normally test cars with the traction control turned off, but after one full throttle launch in the Utopia, I decided my kid more likely than not needs a father and left the nanny switched on. A Pagani Huayra owner and friend of mine who has also driven a Utopia agrees that yes, the throttle response is improved. The Utopia isn't the quickest thing on the street in a straight line, but it's likely the most thrilling. The manual transmission would actually detract in this situation, as the launch just wouldn't be as much of a fist to the back of the skull. You like roll racing? Look no further. The Utopia pulls off something rather amazing. It's simultaneously relaxed yet aggressive.